3 episodes ago, we started it like this, and I said the words, I don't think the board understand our finances, they gave me 14 million to spend. Turns out, they've looked at the finances and went, oh god, that 14 million? Gone. They've reduced it to 400,000. No January signings for us then. This is Average Gamer, my name is Duncan. Welcome back to the Journeyman. So hello everybody, we are back, and we're back for this game today. Berntsen, we've accepted 2 bids for him for 2.3 million plus a 20% of all future profit on him. That's a bid we've accepted. We've made currently 2 changes to the starting lineup. We've started with Santos at right back. We've just moved Arboleda in as well. McTominay is suspended, which we knew about. So other than that, those 2 changes are the only changes we've made to today's team. In fact, 3 changes next. I'm going to bring Abdelmanem back in as well into our defence. So it's a Bijlo in goal, Santos, Abdelmanem, Vitali and Quagliata in our defence. We've actually received a loan offer for Quagliata, which I very quickly got rid of. Fernandez and Maxence as our 2 centre midfielders. Trebelsi will be our number 10 with Palestri and Galmiche on the wings. Arboleda will start once again up front. Like I said, this could be a one game episode, or a 2 game episode, depending how well we do on this one here today. All of our plans for like what positions we'll sign for and all that stuff has went down the shitter. Like, seeing that 14 million get reduced, see our wage budget get reduced to below what we're actually spending. It hurt. So all our plans have just went right out the window. We've not even attempted to buy anybody. We'll still move players on, but it does not mean we'll be able to bring anyone in. So even if we sell Berntsen, there's no guarantee we'll bring in a replacement. But, like, financially, the club isn't in a great place. We've only lost I think it's like maybe by this point, maybe 4 or 5 million this season. But we're minus like 14, 15 million altogether. So I'm assuming we're actually bringing, like, we must be reducing the losses the club have. But this season, we're still running at a loss. Excuse me. And quite a big one, unfortunately. So a good cup run, for example, could go a long way. But seriously and realistically, we need to get that European money back next season, which is why we're determined to finish in that part of the table this year, because the European money would give us more gate receipts, competition prize money, more TV money, just more income into the club. Even to get to a point where they can break some form of even would be a massive bonus. It does mean, though, again, like we kind of planned on in the summer there, we didn't really get and had to sell near enough everything, including the family silver. We need to sell something like Cherokee for like a 70, 80, 90 million pound fee. Take whatever, say 30 million we get from that and try and build out some areas of the squad again. And we've done okay so far. Like, I generally do think, you look at people like Vitali, Santos, I generally do think he'll come good. We've got Arboleda up front, we've got Trevino, we managed to get players like McTominay in a free. That's where we're genuinely going to have to keep looking and try to build that way. So it's like 1 or 2 maybe, or say 3 or 4 players for money, but maybe not a lot of money, but like small upfront fees with the rest spread out over seasons, plus a few free transfers, 1 or 2 loans, and just try and build the squad that way. We are going to have to sell players that we maybe don't even want to sell. So, for example, we may receive an offer for Fernandez and Trebelsi. Wouldn't want to sell both, but selling both might bring me maybe say 4 million in total between the pair of them. That 4 million could get me 1 or 2 players starting as an initial down payment on a player. So it's trying to take these things and move it about. That's the challenge we kind of have at Leon just now, is we don't have the best financial situation. We're not at the stage of like Rennes or Leicester, the 2 clubs we've been in the same league as, and they've went into admin. We're nowhere near that. Like, I can't remember Leicester's, but Rennes were like, they were minus 121 million or something. Like, they are so badly messed up with their finances. We're not there yet. We could get there, but we're nowhere near there yet. I am kind of concerned though with the way that some of our fees have been structured that we could have an issue there, but I guess until it is actually an issue, we're going to not worry about it too much. I still need to strengthen the squad no matter what. We've still got to hit our goals year after year. We've got to invest to do that. We're not going to get by with freezing through developing players alone, so there is a bit of give and take in that regard. We're playing poorly. I've told I've told all the players below a 6.6 to get the finger out, basically, and I've told the two players who are yellow carded to calm the fuck down. But what I will say is, I think they've had the only real chance of the first half. Let's hope we can start making chances the second half. That's a good one. Galmisha's got to be doing better with his header there, but it is offside. Trebelsi's having a really poor game, actually. So's Abdelmanem, which is not what I expected from the guy. I think I'm going to make a wee triple change in a sec once this corner's out the way. Burkowski! I love his name. Right, get that out. Let's make the changes. So Trevino's going to come on. Fair enough. Monterisi will come on for Abdelmanem. Let's go back to our normal back two. Trebelsi will come off for Jolan. He'll play as an advanced playmaker. Let's make those three changes and see if it helps in any way. Having maybe the two playmakers might help. They might bump into each other. Not really, but they'll take up. It just means we're going to have two players now trying to make those type of passes, which might help or it might hinder us. But right now, we just need to be a bit more creative. Galmish, hit it! Oh, you took so long. Right position. He got himself in. He cut inside where he could have tried to curl it in top corner. Now, I'll take another 4 touches, mate. Oh, this is such an infuriating squad. We've told I think about 10 under, let's just say youth players and second team players that we won't be renewing their contracts. We've triggered the contract extension of one youngster who had no intention of staying on, but he has a good prospect, so if somebody wants him they can buy him, but I wasn't letting him away for free. Quagliata with the corner. It's punched away. Jolan gets on it though. Plays the balls forward to Galmish, who does well. Great touch actually. Really poor ball into the box though. Tell you what, Galmisha's looking dangerous where Palistri isn't, so let's bring on Marcos out on that right hand side. I'm just going to bring off Quagliata, bring on Alvarez, see if he can do anything from the left back position. Oh, come on! Why can I not deal with cups? We used to be good at cups when we first started the Journeyman, now we're bad at them. Fuck. When we were Bala and Treflin, cups were just good to us. Fair enough, we only won one, but still. Yeah, proceeded the tactical changes. We're still playing attacking, or meant to be attacking. I'm going to berate the team. Yeah, please. Enjoy your beration. Oh, I can't believe it's going to be a one game episode. Fuck. One thing I was hoping it wouldn't be. And Marcos is injured again. Fuck me. I think we might have to move him on in the summer. He's not really settling. He is picking up a lot of injuries now. Well, it feels like it's. Maybe he's not. Maybe it's just a feel that way, but ain't happy. Cannot believe we're going out. I think St Etienne put us out the cup last year as well. Do you know that? Oh, fuck. Great. Fucking great. Just an awful result. It's just an actual awful result. Our next game is in the league. It's in 20 days' time. You're out for 3 to 6 weeks. Of course you are. We lose another rivalry game. Yeah, I'm going to criticise your form. You need to start playing a higher side if you want to play. You want to improve, blah, 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 blah. Oh, fuck. It's going to be a really short episode if I just end it here, so I don't really want to do that. The board will not be happy. Do you know what? Let's check in a few days' time and we'll see where we're at in terms of players out, because I don't think we'll be anywhere for players in. I guess this is a good place to come in. We've just negotiated this bid. They come in with a bid worth about, I think it was like 8 million. I kept on trying to get a loan back. They had no interest giving us a loan back. But every time we offer a loan back, they give us a higher initial fee. So we've agreed, unfortunately, a £10.5 million fee up front with 30% of any future profit on Pierre Mbok, a man who I wanted to keep around and be one of my two options at right back. But not much I can do. He's going to want to go. I know he wants to rather go to Luton, but this is where we're at. The club's finances are kind of shit. We're now minus 20 million. We've lost 12 million as the season's going on. It's unfortunate, but I'm hoping with the money we might get, I may be able to do something. Don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We have hired an intermediary and we have received it was initially a £10 million bid for Gaston Alvarez. We've negotiated it up to 12 million. Intermediary will get 1.1 million off it, which would leave a 10.9. Oh, fuck, 10.9. We'd get about 4 million out of that, hopefully, to spend. So we could be losing two second choice fullbacks, where we'd have to try and replace them with one first choice left back and one second choice right back. But that's two offers we've got in. It might help us strengthen the squad. We'll need to wait and see. If these three move on, we'll maybe have to have a look and see where we kind of just are in terms of transfers. They have a little bit of an interest. If we could get 8 odd million for him, I wouldn't be too upset. But yeah, this is probably the one that is more of our interest, if you like. If we could get him gone for that fee, we might, just might, be able to do something in this window. Let's wait and see. Back in a second. We're back again. We've just accepted a £12 million bid for Pierre Mbok and a 30% percentage of profit. What was the other bid in that we actually received? So this is a better offer. That was the initial offer, 6.25, equaling up to 11 if certain things were met. But we've agreed a deal with him for just 12 million up front. So it's better than the initial offer. And it's Luton that he wants to go to. He wants to leave to go to Luton. So yeah. Looks like Mbok may be leaving. And our first sale of January begins. 2.3 million par Berntsen to Ipswich. 20% of profit from the next sale. We are getting £875,000 from the deal. Thank you to you, but you are leaving. I think the club only paid like 1 odd million for him, didn't they? 1.7, sold him for 2.3. Made a little bit of profit on him. Could make a little bit more off him again with that 20% thing. 23 years old. He's probably not going to develop any further. Not the quickest. Not really working that well for us. Goodbye, par. Let's see what happens next. And the second sale of January is here. Alvarez will be leaving to join Alaves. 9% will be paid to the intermediary. Alvarez was brought into the club for a fee of nothing on a free from Lille. We have sold him for £12 million. We're getting 4.1 of that. I don't think we can really complain too much. He's done well for us. Kind of gutted he's leaving, but he had to move on at some point. 31 years old. It is what it is, but goodbye, Gaston Alvarez. Enjoy your life in Spain. On a slight thing, Mbok's move has been delayed due to a work permit, which will go probably decided on the 16th, a couple of days later. He's agreed to join Luton for 12 million, so next time you see me, probably that deal going through, I suppose. And here is the deal that we were kind of waiting for. Pierre Mbok is leaving the club, unfortunately, in a £12 million deal to Luton Town, plus a 30% percentage of profit from his next sale. We are getting 4.8 million of that fee. He has been a fantastic servant. He's been fantastic for me since we've been here. Product of the academy, 136 appearances over all the years he was here. And yeah, kind of sad for me. I'm genuinely not happy that we're selling him, but gives us a bit more money. Let's see what we can do. Goodbye, Pierre. So I've decided we're just going to do the Lens game while we're here. Why not? So I've also just noticed, I've been bidding for players. We are getting There is a left back I really wanted, and we knew the fee overall to get him would be between, I think it was like 7 and 12 million. The issue is the club don't want to sell him in January, so they're asking for about 17 million. I can't justify that in any way. I can't split the budget in any way to justify that. Especially for a player who's not guaranteed to be a success at that money for where we are financially. I just can't do it. So I am scouting loads of players. I'm trying to get people in. Even if I can, it's got to the stage now for the left back position. If I can get another second choice left back, somebody who in theory could replace Quagliata in the summer as second choice, I'm going to have to do that because Quagliata has some interest, but not one that I want to move on now. Again, that'd be the summer. That's a bit of an issue. Brentford have now started having an interest in Maxence again. Monterrey has some interest from Luton. I'm very happy to move Monterrey on. I'm happy to move basically any of my centre halves on that isn't called Vitali. They can leave. I have no issue with that. In terms of right back, we're trying to find a second choice right back. We've got a bid for a guy accepted for about 500k. Scouts say only sign him as a last resort. He's kind of a last resort. I need a backup to Santos. If I can get this guy in for 500k on like a 2-year deal, and if he just has to play for like rest in Santos or something, like just, I don't need him to be amazing, I just need him to be good enough to be second choice here. That's kind of where I'm at with this guy. We're struggling to get these two positions filled, and I'm focusing solely on these two positions. Once we get the fullbacks back up to at least 2 bodies in each one, 2 left backs to right backs, then I'll look and try and bring in a midfielder. But right now, fullbacks only. That's all I'm focusing on, truth be told. So this is the team for today. Bezos in goals. Santos, Monterrey, Vitali, Quagliata back 4. McTominay coming in again as box midfielder. Maxence is deep line playmaker on defend. Palistri, Trabelsi and Galmiche will be our attacking midfielders, with Trevino starting this time over Arboleda. It's just nobody's really performed well. Trevino's only scored 2 goals this season. You can see we have a lack of goals. I have an eye on like a couple of strikers. Contracts up in the summer. They're older players, they're experienced, like in their 30s. But if we could get them now in like a £1 to £2 million fee for like a 1.5-year contract, I would bite your hand off for a couple of them if we could get them. We're not playing attack, we're going to go positive. This is going to be a tough game against Lens. Let's go. We're also got 2 youngsters on the bench because I could bring them a backup goalkeeper or my emergency goalkeeper. I'm not going to. But we don't have enough fit players to fill out the bench, so I've just put 2 random youngsters who were fit to come on the bench today. Our home form is important to us. Yeah, our home form is important to us. That's the God's honest truth. The next game we'll do will be the last game of January and the first game of February. That'll be tomorrow's episode. With any signings we actually manage to go over the line, or if anyone else leaves. It's going to be a stressful, I think, period for me between then. But right now, let's focus on the game and on the game only, because right now we can't do anything else. Still got a half-empty stadium. I don't know what to do to get the fans here. I genuinely don't. I don't know what would get them in. I can't remember the breakdown of our fans, like what ones are like the ones who'll be there every week, which ones are, let's just say, your glory hunting type fans, your fair weather fans, which ones are international, corporate, blah blah blah, all that shit, like the breakdown of your fans and what they are. Can't remember it. Is that the issue we've got just now? I don't know. Oh Jesus. Thank Christ he was offside, but he just nicked the post. McTominay booked again. Can you stop getting booked, Scott? I'm begging you, son. We need to finish in a European place this season. It is just like I can't keep building a squad when I'm having to sell like important parts of it just to, I don't even want to say keep the lights on, but to give us a little bit of money to try and strengthen other little areas. Like I shouldn't have to sell my prospect second choice right back just because I need a left back. Like the Gaston Alvarez, Almirez, whatever the hell his name is, and I forgot. Perfect example. 31 years old, sold for 12 million. Fantastic bit of business. Love it. With that, we should be bringing in another choice left back, replace him, and the club's got money. That's perfect. But when you've got a guy like Mbok who was perfect squad option. Has performed well for me overall, I feel. It's been performing better than Santos as a big money signing. But you've got that there. You've got the guy that you can develop and continue to bring on and hopefully sell for a bit more. But when we have to sell him because I need a centre mid and I just don't have the funds, it's kind of killing us. So we need regular European football to stop that. That's the thing. Fucking hell. The other issue we have is we just don't have a good enough squad, and we're kind of overachieving, but for the size of the club we're underachieving. But where the club's been to where we've got them now, we're actually overachieving, and it's crazy. I am dreading the summer. Our minimum future transfer, or our minimum budget for the summer is like 600k. I can tell you right now, probably won't go up much from that. Cherky has successfully managed to get himself injured for the rest of the transfer window once again. For a man who wants to leave, he is doing his goddamn hardest to not leave the club. And it's a pain. Chelsea went from interested in buying him, interested in loaning him, but you never made an offer. We offered him out at 90 million, we offered him out at 75 million, there was no interest in it. Please disallow that, VAR, we're fucked. Thank Christ. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I'm also conscious that come the summer we might need to just look at the squad, see what we have available, and maybe rebuild a new tactic, because I don't know if it's the tactic, I don't know if it's the players we've got, I don't know if it's we just don't have good enough players in certain positions, but for whatever reason, we make silly errors all the time. We're conceding goals from mistakes, and we just seem to switch off all the time, and we need to change that. That was a good finish by Galmiche. Ken, at this point, that's only second goal of the season. We're in mid-January, but he's not really played, I guess, too much. And he's probably made like a number of appearances, but in terms of minutes, he's probably not played that much. So that's annoying. Monterrey, Chibelsi, Trevino, Santos again, McTominay, Quagliata. All of them aren't playing that well today, which is a mass pain in the tits. I think we're going to get somebody sent off. I need to make some changes at half time, because this just ain't working. You stay on your feet, you fucking idiots. Oh my god. We knew this was a long haul job when we took over, okay? Again, I didn't really understand the financial state of the club at the time, and I'm still okay working in it, but it is... Sometimes you just need to vent about it, because it is frustrating, but we can work through it. My worry is we're going to end up with a situation where I've sold off all the good youngsters of any ability. So our squad's going to get smaller, but we don't have the quality coming through behind them. That's my concern, slightly. That was a good goal, though. Good strike to put us in level again just for half time. Yeah. Still get the feeling we're going to go down to 10, though, because we seem to be very, very happy giving away fouls today. Right, Santos, I really need to see you start stepping up, son. Go on, Scott. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. Did the hard bit and then messed up the easy bit. Right, we're going in at half-time 2-all, which I'm not too upset with. So I'm not going to tell you to calm down because you're coming off. Used to do need to calm down because you're not coming off. Arboleda will come on now. Chibelsi will come off for Fernandez. Abdelman in for Monterrey and just hope for the best. We've got two more changes we can make, and right now I'm eyeing up the two centre mids. And not even because they're necessarily playing bad now, it's because they're both on bookings, and that is my biggest concern. Quagliata's having a really bad game, but I've got nobody to swap with. My next left back's Vitali, and I don't really want to be playing him out there. One thing I have considered is going to a back three with either wing backs or just no fullbacks, but playing with a right mid and left mid, not a attacking mid, just people there. But I don't think that's a smart idea either. I feel like I'm just constantly trying to make the best of a bad situation until the club's finances stabilise a bit. Again, we're nowhere near the admin side like the Rens went into and end other teams. Financially, we are okay. We're fine. We're not great, don't get me wrong. We are in debt and things like that. Our balance is negative, but it's manageable just now. Like, we're literally just one or two sales away. We'll be back in the positive. The issue is our income every month isn't enough. So that's why the competitions become key. It's why we need regular European football. So yeah, go on, Palistri. What a goal! His 7th of the season. I feel like we're finally starting to get a good run out of him. And it's going to become key. Finally taking the lead though, and that is a big, big bonus. Schultz is going to come on in a minute. So will Jalan, I guess. He's the only other player that can play centre mid I think we've got on the bench. They are going to have to come on and be the pair in the middle for us to replace our two booked centre mids. Santos, Abdulada, unlucky. Did well get the shot away, so I'm not going to criticise that in any way. Right, outswinger from Quagliata. Unlucky. I'm going to just make that double change now because I am genuinely terrified of bookings here. You're going to... I need to look at your stats actually. You're going to be advanced playmaker on support. Schultz, what roles do you prefer? I'm not playing as a Carolero though. Centre mid support. Centre mid support. Congratulations, you're playing as a centre mid support. Again, we're not going to pay the 7 million for Schultz. It's just not worth it for us. Yeah. And knowing that there's interest in Monterrey, I might just try and get rid of him in the now. If we can get a decent enough fee, I'm happy to move him on. Would I be able to bring a centre half to replace him? No, probably not. But we still have Abdelman and we still have Diamande. That'll get us through to the summer. It would maybe just give me a bit more of a financial boost to fill in the positions we badly need upgrades in. Don't get wrong, I do badly need a new centre half to partner Vitali, but right now I feel like that's not going to be an option in January. We are looking. There's a guy I'm looking at, but he's in terms of star rating, he's just another 3-star centre half, which is fine. But I really do want somebody like 3.5, 4 stars to, in terms of just a report, just to say this guy is the best centre half we would have at the club, so we can just start to properly strengthen. I don't need everyone in the club to be a guy to develop. I do need like genuine quality in a couple of positions now. Don't get me wrong, Vitali has been fairly solid since he came in. I'm very happy with him. He's our, in my opinion, best centre half at the moment, and I'm okay with that. But I would generally like maybe a more of experienced centre half in beside him. And then when we look at like Abdelmanem and Diamande, if we can move Monterrey on in January and we move the two of them on in the summer, I would then look at a younger guy to replace, like both of them potentially, just to so we have that continuation starting to appear. But I need more than like one season with a guy before selling him, which I know Mbok's been here his whole career until this window. It doesn't really count, but for us, we only had him for one season, then like a season and a half, and we moved him on. That's not ideal. I generally would have rather moved him on in the summer when Santos was fully in and performing well. It could be the case that we get the summer and I need to move Santos on if he's not performing. He's too big of a spend to be this bad. I'm always confident I can buy a good centre half and I can buy a good fullback, but he is trying to be the exception to the rule. And the left back we're currently in talks with, I have a feeling he might end up going the same way, where I've just panic signed him. But if this guy doesn't end up signing, my second option would be a lot of money for a backup. Essentially, would be oh my god, Abdelmanem. He would be a backup left back, but like for 5 million, and again, that's not great. But he's wanting to develop a little bit, so I am just genuinely quite panicky about this window going really bad for us, because we need to finish in a European place. I know the board don't expect mid-table. They did ask me if I wanted to change my expectations. I said no, because I need that kind of fallback that if we don't finish in Europe, we'd hit the goal. especially now that we've definitely failed the cup one. But we need European football next year. It might not affect the budget next season, but it would the season after that. I am genuinely planning long term here for this club because I want to be here for like a good few seasons because I generally do think we could do something here. But it's trying to get to that stage is what's giving me the fear. Like when we start making more money, we can afford bad signings more often. But right now, I near enough need everything to be a success. Go on. Oh, you're so unlucky. Good bit of play. Then again, what defines a success? If I sell a guy on for profit, has he been a success? Well, I guess so. On the books, he has been, but maybe not in terms of performances. We're definitely going to have to rely on loans a bit as well over the next couple of seasons. That's one of the things I've not really looked at as a loan though for the fullbacks. But we may look for a loan for the centre mids. Or a centre mid. We're forming a hell of a lot better this half, which I'm loving. Such a makeshift fucking team as well. Such a makeshift midfield. We have a striker playing, we have 3 attacking mids playing, but 2 of them are playing the centre mids. It's where we're at. We have such a depleted squad. Even like, yeah, it's. I guess Schultz actually isn't attacking mid. I've got that one wrong. I forgot about Trabelsi, but that's who I thought about. But honestly, we're so depleted. Joanne, you're running the wrong way with that, son. Like, give him an option. He doesn't feel confident getting by him, for fuck's sake. Out wide, out wide, out wide. A bit quicker, please. Cut it back. Good tackle. Really good tackle, actually. Play short to him. Right, I kind of just want this game to be done now and take this 3 points if we can. They're going more attacking. They're trying to get a point for this. I think on paper they're probably the better team. I think actually in every way they're the better team. I think they're expected to be the better team. They're favourites for this game. But this would be a big 3 points for us. If we can just hold on. Have a shot. No, 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 no. Not that way. Not that way. Keep it in their half, not ours. Seconds remaining. Don't fuck this up. Yeah, just run into the corner for all I give a damn. That's a big 3 points. That's a big 3 points. Whew. Well done, lads. Good win. With a depleted squad. I don't want to do that interview. Oh my god. That currently puts us in 4th, but Marseille still have their game to play. So if they win, we'd go back down to 5th. But we're still in battle for that Champions League place. Yeah. So next time we come back will be the last game of January, first game of February, and you'll see any transfers I actually managed to go over the line. And if anyone else leaves, if you've enjoyed today's hectic video, please do leave a thumbs up. It would greatly help me out. And until tomorrow's episode, take care, everyone. Bye for now.